No matter where I go or where I act in this theatre industry I'm in, I will always be labelled or known as the fat girl in the ensemble. And you know what? I'm okay with that. My stomach has more fat than others. I have childbearing hips and my boobs need more protection than the others. But walking into a room full of people who do the same job as you, which is acting or doing anything on the stage, they all look marginally the same. They all look slim, thin women, and there's this overwhelming desire for me to look like those women. And those women are doing nothing wrong. They're being who they are. But for me, who doesn't look like that, I feel there is this pressure for me to be slim and to be thin. It's again coming back to this idea of when you are slim, and then the when I am slimmer list, I can do things. And when I am slimmer, according to this list, I will get more jobs and I will get more opportunities in the industry. And casting agents will wave opportunities in my face because I look exactly like they want me to be. But with the body I have now, the stereotype is that maybe I won't get any jobs, maybe I won't be the actor that people want in terms of body. And people won't wave jobs in my face because I do not look thin enough or slim enough to do the job. And for me, that's kind of sad that the industry that I might work in is like that for me. And for a while during my recovery, this stereotype, it put me off the whole idea of working in this theatre industry altogether, because there was this pressure that I put on myself since I was 11 to be slim, to be seen as having the perfect body, which led me on a course of hating myself for so long, through dieting and then getting an eating disorder and having this battle with my body, to a point now where I'm happy with my body, but then still being told I can't be happy with my body. And for me, to make everything easier in my head, it's easier for me to play the role of me when I am on my course, because then I don't feel like I need to do anything drastic to change for another character. If I am playing me and I'm playing myself, then I can be in this body, in this vessel from point A to point B. And you know what? I'm kind of cool with that. And that is happier for me, and that is safer, and that is my safe space. It affects me when I think like this about my body. It affects me in the theatre space. If I think like this in the theatre space, then I feel I'm inadequate, and I feel that my body is inadequate, and therefore I can't do a good enough job in the space. And every time I do something, I feel like, oh, my slimmer counterparts can do a better job than I can, and I'm not doing a good job because it's my weight that is the issue. When it's not. It's all the preconditioning that I've heard from years of diet industry and self-hating and self-loathing that has taught me that because of my weight I'm inadequate in the space. And magically, if I became thinner or slimmer, then all my problems will disappear and will instantly go. And they haven't, and they won't, and I know they won't, because even at my slimmest, I still hated myself. And I love myself more now than I did when I was. And that idea of also being inadequate, you feel like no one wants to partner with you when you're doing partner work because, oh, they don't want to be seen with the fat kid. And that can hurt you, and you feel isolated and you feel alone because you feel like the only person with this body. And it is so frustrating, and it's so hurtful to you because you feel like you're not wanted in the space. Recently, I worked on a show where a lot of these thoughts came into my head. And on the first day, someone partnered with me. And we linked forearms. And we did movements just using our forearms together, and we travelled around the space, breathing in sync, relaxing, and just being in the moment. And when we stopped, she turned to me and said, "Oh, that was so beautiful, thank you so much." And she went to hug me. And as she hugged me, I thought, oh, in that moment, or in this moment, she is not upset with the body I have. She's not disgusted by it. She's touching my squidgy bits, if you will, and it doesn't feel awful or disgusting to her. Or she's not saying it to me. And in that moment of working with someone in the theatre space, being in the moment, having that hug, it made me feel loved. Loved not in a sense of being accepted by the Thing community, but loved as in no matter what size you are, and no matter how tall you are, or what your sexuality is, or what the colour of your skin is, somewhere you feel loved.